This is an example of what some of the flowers look like. We'd mentioned earlier how they were going to be bright, vibrant colors, and you can see here this one is a combination of yellow and orange. They'll be red and yellow and white, purple and pink and all different kinds of colors. But you can imagine having a showcase full of these. So they're all over everywhere. Just an example. This came up this morning, as a matter of fact. And I don't know the name of it, but it's beautiful. These flowers right here, these are the seed pods. And these are very similar to the one you just saw. And each one of these pods has about 25 or 30 seeds in them, depending on the size. And as they continue to mature as a plant, these pods will dry out and the seeds will blow away. The seeds are about the size of a kernel of popcorn. So what I do is I try and catch them all over the property and cut these off before the wind gets them and blows them away. And that way we can plant them anywhere we want to. This here is what we call in Costa Rica mapalón. And mapalón is basically a hedge. In the States we call this hibiscus. And this is the small hibiscus. We also have a very large hibiscus which gets about this big. When you let these grow as opposed to chopping them off, they flower a bunch. That's why you'll see that these hibiscus or mapalón are taller than the ficus trees on either side of them. We cut the ficus trees back to keep the roots from eliminating the plants, because if we don't keep the ficus cut, the roots are very, very shallow and they ruin everything around them. But if you keep them cut, the roots continue to go deeper. This here is what you saw earlier, all the small plants, the bright orange and the raspberry rose that we had planted up along the path and all around the area where the wedding platform is going to be. And this shows you what these plants are, the size of these things after they're got a couple of months in a little bit of sun, a little bit of water, a little bit of fertilizer. And since we have no winter here, these things never die. They just continue to grow and get bigger and bigger. Now you can see why it is that we have to transplant them, because they end up just squashing each other out, basically. And all the plants around them, as is right here. You can see we've planted some extra plants here, but we basically need to come in here and pull some of these out and transplant them to other areas. But you can see how lush and green and beautiful they are. And that's the way those others are going to be that are planted along the path and around the whole wedding area.